Alrighty. Are you good?
While I'm literally waiting for you to just say the fucking shit, bro.
Okay, okay, chill, bro. Were you like this? Like,
Yeah, bro, I'm so tired, Layla. Let's please start.
hey guys, and welcome back to the pod. I know it's been a while. We should have done this a while back,
Yeah, the
but
Euros is about to start, bro. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
Ah. Yeah, we're late to the party, but better late than never. The World Cup final has come and gone, and it was a bit underwhelming to be honest. But
Yeah, the match itself, yeah.
yeah, but as you guys know, I'm sure by now, Spain have won the World Cup. They've added a second star to their shirt, and Messi has seemingly played his last game for Argentina, although we haven't heard that for sure. But if it has ended in a loss in a World Cup final, and in a way that was really, really strange. Like I think we all thought like more or less Spain would win or like would control the game better, dominate, um, or at least we had them as as the favorite in the game. But I don't think any of us saw Argentina playing no football
It's
whatsoever.
non-football.
No football. I don't know what that was, but it
Bro,
wasn't
bro,
football.
if you think about it, they just played foot because they never got the ball.
They just, are you guys up for a game of footy? They took that literally.
Yeah. Oh, you mean jog? A yog, according to them, because they don't say ja. So
So why what do you think that was about? Like, do you think that was because Spain were just too good, or
Spain were
Argentina
too
just had
good.
no game?
I think obviously that what we kind of assumed, a lot of people assumed, I would say, and even like Courtois explicitly said it going into the semifinals. The winner of the World Cup is coming from this semifinal between France and Spain because, as we saw, they were like, well, actually, I guess we didn't see it in the third place game, but they were a level above the other two semifinalists, which were Argentina and England, and at least Spain definitely were. And
Yeah.
obviously, in terms of you know the kind of the intensity of waiting for like who's gonna win was there the whole match because it was nil. We went to extra time. It was 0-0. But
Yeah.
chance after chance, who's gonna win? We didn't really have that level of excitement because we just saw Spain passing around and Argentina literally it was like just all they did was defend and
Hmm.
fight,
Yeah, they were
scrap,
fighting for the ball, fighting the players,
fighting the ref, and the ref is like,
fighting
okay,
the refs. Like, come at me, bro.
but
Um,
I. I mean, obviously their midfield was way, way below Spain's. I think tactically they set up completely incorrectly. I mean, like, yeah, you're gonna surrender. Fine, maybe he thought if we're gonna have to surrender possession, we might as well not play a possession-based lineup and try and just counteract it.
yeah, I mean, he played Simeone. Like, you thought there would be like a lot of counters, but
But the thing is it's like they couldn't get a hold of the ball for even for like a 10 seconds
Mhm.
when there would be a loss of possession from Spain. Like
Yeah.
it's like Spain would
I
lose the
will.
ball, but it's still a throw in or a corner or something.
Mhm. I will say though, up until maybe towards like the last half hour of the game, in terms of like the 90 minutes and the normal time, Spain weren't doing too much either. Like they were having chances, but nothing crazy. And then they started to ramp it up and force Martinez to make some better saves for like more difficult saves for him to make. And they could was it in the first the second half where they had the goal disallowed, right?
Oh, it was the beginning of the second half of extra time where they scored, but the end towards,
Yeah,
but like in the middle of the first half of extra time where the goal was disallowed. Why?
was it,
Yes,
dude? It's been a blur. Let me try and find it
I'll tell
and
you.
just
Wow, the
see.
first 90 minutes was genuinely a snooze fest. It was Batman v Superman
Batman v
theatrical cut.
it was Batman v Robin, bro. But before that, uh, what's his name? Enzo had a red card. He got a second yellow.
Second yellow at the very end of 90th
Just
minutes.
yeah, just before the the 90 minutes ended. It was so stupid, bro. And he had just gotten a yellow card like maybe
The
less
game
than
was
10 minutes
such
before.
a snooze fest. I didn't even remember there was a red card. It didn't have any bearing on the game.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like, so
It's
we
just
were
so
saying sort
strange.
of how they set up in the beginning. I guess you, if I was thinking, I'm trying to think of the idea behind it. Maybe Scaloni was like, if we're gonna surrender, we're gonna have to surrender possession because they're a level above us in possession. Then might as well go full 4-4-2. Pack the like just pack it in, basically.
Pack it up, pack it in.
Just don't really surrender any big chances. But I remember saying,
Which they largely did.
yeah, but again, like they couldn't do anything going the other way. And I remember, actually,
Yeah.
I think I remember a few scary moments for Spain when they were passing around the back, just at the very, very, very
Yeah,
beginning of
yeah,
the
yeah.
game.
And they had some like breaks, but
And when
every
that,
time
yeah,
someone would like a last man would do something,
yeah,
or the goalkeeper would come out really early and was on it straight
yeah. And
away.
I remember we sort of thought, what if there's the Unai Simon mistake coming about to come out right now in this half, but it never happened.
Yeah.
But also, I remember saying when the half ended, I was like, well, they definitely need Paredes. I said straight away they should bring on Paredes, and they
I mean, he came
did.
on.
But then the person they brought him on for was um was Nico
Was Nico
Gonzalez,
Gonzalez, yeah.
and I was
Yes.
like, wait,
Oh,
that
sorry.
is
No, I'm sorry, by the way. They didn't start Simeone. They started Nico Gonzalez and Rodrigo De Paul on the other side. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And I remember they brought him on for Nico Gonzalez, and I was like, whoa, well there that's completely wrong because in the first place, Rodrigo
Mm.
De Paul obviously not a winger. You need some kind of width in the team, and I thought
Here's
if you
some
put
pace.
yeah, I thought if you brought on Paredes, you put a more of a middleman between the midfield and defense, right? So someone who can be in that central, the number six position, but also be someone to receive the ball straight away from the center backs, allows some space between him and the midfield, so the midfielders can get up a bit more, pass to them. Maybe they pass again if you could keep some kind of possession for a second. But and then obviously you'd have Gonzalez for pace and width, but then they just packed the midfield even more, packed the center even more by bringing on Paredes
Mm.
for Gonzalez. So they just kind of started doing a lot of the same shit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if the not Lautaro, sorry, Lissandro Martinez injury had anything to do with. He brought on Otamendi. Maybe he thought we need another body in case we get overrun.
Yeah.
But even then, I can't imagine that the game plan was just defend, defend, defend. No way.
Yeah, and they really shot themselves in the foot with a lot of their changes as well for the rest of the
Yeah,
game.
bro, he
Like
didn't bring on
after that,
Lautaro at all.
yeah, didn't bring on Lautaro at all. Biggest issue I have in the game. Took off
Yeah,
Romero as well. Took off a right back. So now you've used three of your subs
on defenders.
on
Yeah,
defenders. And honestly, if you want
and then
to, if you want to
then
argue,
he brought on Senesi in extra
yeah,
time for
and if you want to argue, you can
Julian.
even say another defensive substitution because you brought on Paredes for Gonzalez. So I don't really know what, like, Sandro, yeah, you were forced into that. The rest, was it a stamina thing? Because all you were doing was sitting
Could have
back.
been.
Because all you were
Could
doing
have
was
been.
sitting back. Why? Because
Yeah.
I don't know what exact. And again, they were not surrendering big chances. So what were the defenders that were already on the pitch doing that you didn't like? This is why I don't want
Yeah.
to. It's because you've like surrendered any chance to actually change tactically by just changing defenders because it doesn't change anything. It's like for like. And in the centre back, actually, it's downgrading because they're even less good on the ball compared to Romero and Lissandro.
Yeah,
Otamendi
it's a
and
mystery, honestly, this game for Argentina. Like, I don't know where to point the finger, honestly. It looks like it could be everyone, honestly. But
yeah.
I mean, let's talk about Spain. They were on it from the get-go. Obviously, they were getting chances as the game went on, making Argentina work harder and harder. And like it wouldn't and the like you said, the first disallowed goal, it was who was it that got it? I can't remember.
It's Nico Williams.
Nico Williams? Yeah.
Which until now I don't understand how it's disallowed. I don't understand how
Yeah,
VAR
it
didn't do
was really
anything about
strange.
it.
I think the ref
Why? I'm telling you, he
on
didn't.
that
He
one, I
did
don't
not
know what he
whistle
was
before the
doing.
foul before the goal went in.
I'm telling you he whistled. I'm guaranteeing you he whistled. There's no way. Otherwise, like VAR would have intervened, I think.
No, I'm telling you, VAR was like, oh, he kind of sort
No,
of
but
stood
they
on
never
him.
even put. But if you remember, they never even put like a VAR check on the screen.
Yeah, because they were looking at it and they just followed the ref's call. They didn't like
I don't
say
know.
stop the game or anything,
Yeah. I mean, the referee was dishing out yellows to Argentina, so he was
which he
trying
had
to
to.
clamp, which yeah, he was trying to clamp down on them. But I think yeah, he gave them a lot of patience, as much as like they should have gotten,
The
honestly.
Enzo first yellow wasn't that apparently because he ended up getting a second yellow.
The first one was him
Apparently the first one is a bit
complaining.
controversial in terms of wasn't that severe?
No, when he thought he got fouled and was complaining really hard to the ref and shouting and
Ah,
swearing at him or something.
it was
It was just dissent.
dissent. Ah,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
So he's really a moron. I don't know why he thought that second one that he got, why he thought it
He had
wouldn't
a
have been a
chance.
yellow. Like, even if he had a chance, like, why would you even think that there wasn't a yellow?
No, I'm saying he thought he had a chance to get the ball.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah, yeah.
he fully
No, yeah,
committed.
I get you. That was so
But it
stupid.
was yeah. It's like the
Um,
92nd minute where it's 0-0. He's about to blow full time. What's the point of going 100% there? Especially not only that, it was in Spain's half. There's literally nothing going on, by the way, at that point in terms of like the play. Like you're not saving anything if you
yeah.
foul him.
He absolutely cleared and decked out Kubarsi, bro. The man flew.
I don't even think we realized it was Enzo when it happened. I don't remember now if we knew it was Enzo as soon as it happened. Like we just saw Kubarsi do
No,
a
I
front
knew,
flip.
no, I knew it was Enzo as
He
soon
was
as I
on
saw
X Games mode.
it. But yeah, like we're saying, like they were okay up until extra time. They were kind of keeping Argentina out to the best of their ability. Sorry, keeping Spain out to the best of their abilities. Martinez was coming up with some big saves.
Didn't Argentina
Spain,
literally have zero shots in 90 minutes?
yeah, they did.
Yep. And then extra
Yeah,
time, they didn't even start having shots until after they conceded.
exactly. Yeah. So I mean, like Spain were looking good, but they weren't looking like their usual selves in terms of fluidity, which I guess you can point that to Argentina just shutting up shop and giving nothing away, or like trying to make it as much of a slog for them as they could. So he had to make some changes. He took off Arasabal, who wasn't doing much. He took off Fabian Ruiz. He brought on Ferran. Ferran, who ended up getting
Ferran!
who ended up getting the winner. The breakthrough, like we said, finally came in the second half
Yeah, it
of
was a great cross
extra
from
time.
Porro.
Yeah, you're
Great,
right. Yeah,
great cutback
it was,
header from Nico
yeah, Nico.
Williams.
I can't believe he managed to pull that off. Honestly, it looked like it was about to go out, and he just
And you know how obviously after a game everyone starts like kind of nitpicking. People started to really lose their shit on Simeone because apparently
oh yeah, I saw he
he
was
was
just
just
like
like sort of
messing
standing
around
there
with his
messing with his
yeah,
socks,
yeah,
and Ferran was literally completely by himself. I mean, there was
yeah.
other defenders, there's other players in the box. I don't know if
Mhm.
I can't remember now if they were marking anyone else, these other defenders, but
No,
there
it seemed
was,
like everyone was basically on the goal line.
yeah,
I don't know
they
how.
were all just, he was just like by himself and he smashed it in.
Yeah,
So it
yeah. I
was a
mean,
great
it's what
finish.
they deserved. All that pressure finally
They even had a
came to
second
a head.
disallowed for offside, a very marginal offside.
Yeah, which I don't think was an offside. It's a stupid kind of thing that we're being so nitpicky about a shoulder being offside. But the Ferran goal, yeah, he took it really well, honestly, on his left, smashed it into the top. It happened in slow motion, I feel like.
Yeah, because the cross was like looping. The cut back bounced like one or two times, so it all really, yeah, exactly. Like it literally happened in slow motion, and then it went fast forward as soon as he hit the ball for for the goal because that fucking flew.
Yeah. So I think we can say, like, overall, Spain deserved winners of the World Cup in general.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, we
it's
obviously they
crazy, like how,
dominated France, dominated
yeah.
Argentina.
I mean, I know we were saying like they were gonna. It's crazy because I think going into the World Cup we were all like they need Yamal to be fit and ready when he comes back, and he needs to, you know, get back on back
World
get
class
back to
level.
100%. And sorry, say that again.
Something like he needs to be like his world class self.
Exactly, he needs to be world class from the get go, and he was decent. He was pretty good this whole tournament, but he never got like the goals or the assists or the chances that you thought like he would be like leading this team. But it was the rest of the squad. They turned up for sure. Like, and I
I
mean, we
mean,
know that they
yeah.
have a lot of quality, but like, Yamal is their outstanding player, especially going forward. But players like Oyarzabal getting goals, Dani Olmo, Baena carrying the attack as well, Rodri in the middle,
We
and
forgot
and
to even
the
mention Pedri started getting consistently dropped for all their important games.
yeah, I
For
think from
all
the
of them all.
semi-final, right? On
I think it was from the quarters on.
was it? You might be right. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, it just shows the quality they have, and their defense was the key to all of it. They
Mm,
conceded one goal all tournament, which was to Belgium. They hardly faced any shots. Like Simon, I think all tournament he faced 9 shots, which is absolutely mental. I know Simon didn't make hardly any saves because he didn't have to, but he was always on it. Whenever there was a break and it looked like someone was going to go through, he was already like halfway up the pitch, ready to pounce on the ball and get rid of
yeah,
it.
he had that
S-
like sort of Neuer-ism.
Yeah, exactly. Um, and their fullbacks, both of them, absolutely on point throughout the tournament. So yeah, I don't think you can pin it down on one guy for Spain. It was just the collective.
Mm.
France England, I mean, we can say like it was a mental game. We all know it ended with like
We
what,
thought at
6-4.
first, like at the end of the first half, I'm like, this is an embarrassment. Like, what are we
But it
watching?
was crazy how they were cutting through them like
They didn't care at all.
yeah,
Like it
man.
was so weird, and
I've s- I-
I'm
I've
like,
read
I
so
was
much
conf
stuff.
yeah, I was sorry. I just want to say I was so confused that it was happening just because, just for the fact that Mbappe literally started the game. Your best player, your captain,
Yeah, they
started the game.
started
So
a pretty decent strong.
there is some intent there.
Yeah,
So the way they were getting cut, and some players got, you know, at halftime
made four subs,
they
bro.
got the bench.
They were just so blasé about everything.
Mm.
Like they just weren't on it, and I don't know why. I don't. It was a weird attitude. Like I think I've read so much about after the game about some of the players on the team giving those guys that were on the field like a lot of shit for how they were acting and not playing to what they wanted, to what they needed, and just ignoring the instructions from the manager. Like I heard Cherky was really dismissive and like basically like paying no attention to Deschamps and basically ignoring everything he was saying. Um,
I have
so
to be
yeah,
honest. Some of this report, there were even before this game, there were reports about Turkey's attitude and such, and I feel like this is sort of a racismo moment. I don't,
I mean it's possible.
I don't really, I, why is it he's the only player that's apparently been a trouble behind the scenes? Like, is it really that it's his attitude, or is it that he's the only like Arab in the squad?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I don't know what was going on with that team that day, but they tried to turn it around the second half. They did, but England just had enough in them to get it through. But it was a freaking fever
It
dream
was so much fun
of
to
a third
watch.
place game.
Second half was like, first half was like, what the hell are we watching? And the second half was like, this is amazing. But
Yeah,
but it's like they didn't even care that this was going on. They were just like doing whatever the hell they wanted as
it
attackers.
was literally like a
Defense.
charity game. Like I don't know what the hell was going
Well,
on. It
yeah,
was
we
like
did
everyone
say
was taking the
that.
piss.
It was like a sad charity match.
They were literally taking the piss. I swear, half the time. Like
They had Cal the Dragon
it's
in
kind of.
goal.
Uh, but I mean, in terms of some of the like, we're gonna go into the awards. Like, it's a shame that this game gave Mbappe the goals that he needed to overtake Messi in the standings because, like, I feel like it wasn't a fair of a game to. I know it's supposed to be like a third place. It's obviously an official match and it's part of the state tournament, but it just felt like both sides couldn't.
It's the issue. It's the weird sort of elitist snobbery. I don't know of big nations being in this game because they've lost the semifinal. For example,
Yeah.
if this game was two African countries, there's no chance not being taken super seriously.
Mm. I
You
mean,
know?
usually it is taken seriously. Like that's why I'm so confused about the game. But like I think you can go back in history and see other third place games. I don't think anyone's even touched the amount of goals in this game.
Mm.
But anyway, Mbappe ended up getting top scorer. I mean, it's not unfair for him to be top scorer. I think he had a phenomenal World Cup. Um, like I
He's
think
in shout
he
for
scored
player
pretty
of the
much in
tournament.
almost every game. Yeah, he absolutely should have been either him or Messi player of the tournament. I don't know how they gave it to Rodri. Like
Yeah, well,
Rodri had a good.
this brings us to our other point that the individual rewards are always final
They
and
favor the winner.
winner
Yeah,
based. It's become I think it's honestly become like a sort of momentous broadcasting situation that they're doing this because they want to have the final, they want to present the individual trophies to all
you could be right.
the players, and then they have the same players lifting the World Cup. Unai Simon, best goalkeeper, a goalkeeper who had made, you just said 9 saves the whole tournament. Like, yeah, he had a very good tournament. He was very good, yes. But does he deserve to be best goalkeeper only making 9 saves throughout the whole tournament? Probably not.
Honestly, Norway's keeper, they got pretty far. I think he played better than I thought he would because he's
Yeah, he
not
had a
that
very
very
good
good
tournament, yeah.
at club level. Yeah,
He
I
did
think he had a
he
good
did kind
tournament.
of lose them the game though against England.
True, true, true. Um,
Him and the
but
cable.
yeah, maybe overall it is fair to give it to Unai Simon.
Yeah. But the
I think the
player of
young
the
player as well.
young player of the tournament definitely QBarC. That
Yeah, I
was a
think
correct choice.
that's a good choice. Yeah, yeah, 100%. He deserved it. Um,
And
but
player of the
yeah,
tournament was Rodri. And I still remember the reaction. We were like, "What? Why?
yeah, it was so strange.
Like, come on, guys! Like, he had a great tournament, absolutely. The player of the tournament could be maybe I don't know the guy maybe with 11 goals, or maybe the guy who's in the final with 8 goals and 4 assists, carrying their
Yeah,
nations to the
honestly,
final.
could have been Haaland, could have been Kane or Bellingham.
Okay, definitely not Kane.
I mean, Kane was pretty good this tournament up until maybe like
Up until Norway,
up until Norway. Yeah, I guess fair.
Bellingham has a shout. Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
He was good.
Look, I don't think the Rodri award is terrible. It's just
It's pretty
like
bad.
when you see Messi and Mbappe have the tournaments they had, it should have definitely been one of them. Like I'm
Yeah,
genuinely kind of surprised they didn't go the Messi way because
this is
it's
probably
his
the
last
last game.
tournament, last game, last tournament, and how everyone's saying that it's rigged for Argentina or like Messi's their cash cow. Like surely you would want to squeeze a bit more out of it, but yeah.
It's a really confusing thing that it keeps happening now at all these international tournaments.
Mm. So with that being said, who do you think gets? I mean, now that we've finished with all the World Cup talk, who do you think will get the Ballon d'Or now?
Lamine Yamal.
Because now it's very up in the air.
It should be, and I think will be Lamine Yamal.
No, but how can you give it to him for what the World Cup? He hardly
Why?
did anything.
He's been great for Barca. Okay, he won the league again. Now he's won the World Cup. They focus really, even though
Okay.
okay, yeah, he had 1 goal in the World Cup, but they focus really heavily on the World Cup when it comes to Ballon d'Or. They'll give it to him. They can't give it to Rodri. I'm sorry. Well, they can't. They literally can't because he's literally played half a season for City, even less. So they can't give it to Rodri.
Mm. I think for me it's either Kane or Mbappe.
Mbappe has a shot.
Maybe
Mbappe gone trophy
and
list, however,
maybe
will make them not give it to him. They'll maybe. I'm telling you right now, second place or minimum third place will be Dembele because they won the Champions League.
not Elise.
No, no, because Dembele won the Champions League.
Maybe.
Elise will and Kane will probably get their top 10 shout. They'll get 7, 6, something like that.
No, Kane should at least be top three for sure.
We'll see. I mean, I'm not saying he shouldn't be. I'm just saying I'm wondering about the context of the season, like how many Spanish and French players, or how many Spanish and then PSG players will be in the top 10. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So there's that. I mean, Fabian. I already know now because of the stupid trophy list bullshit that they pull with these with the voting. Fabian Ruiz will be like fifth.
No, no way, no
I'm
way.
telling you right now.
Whoever they give it to, I think, in my opinion, should either be Mbappe or Kane.
I really will not be able to sleep at night if it's Kane.
Why? He has had an insane season,
I
bro.
understand he's
He's
had an
been
insane
like,
season. I think you need to divide it by two for Bundesliga. Firstly, the goals and assists divided by two.
no, but then he also did it in the Champions League, so you can't say it's just Bundesliga.
Yeah, in the Champions League, he scored against PSG a consolation goal when they were already knocked out.
No, that's BS, bro. I'm not taking that shit.
I'm taking that. I'm literally telling that shit, bro.
He was playing. He played so well in those games. If you're just gonna look at goals, he played really well. Like he was creating chances and
The second leg, not really.
either way, but like throughout the whole tournament, he was great. Like I don't think it's fair to say just because he got consolation goal or whatever.
We predicted the winners.
Yeah, we did. I was literally just going through our predictions video. We predicted the winners. Our major shout Colombia didn't get that
That
far,
was such a
but
huge
the
disappointment.
the team who would have been in their place, I think, if we hadn't gone for Colombia, would have
Would
been
have been
Argentina,
Argentina.
and they did get to the final. We had you know what's funny is we had England beating Norway, but not in the quarterfinals. It was actually in the round of 32. We had England beating Mexico. We got their path spot on. Um, we got France's path spot on with Spain beating them in the semis. Um, I think the only things like I mean we didn't expect Germany to get knocked out by Paraguay. We got some of the matchups spot on, which is pretty cool in terms of like the round of 32, which
Which is
was really
crazy
hard
because this
because
is a
of
48 team, and there's
exactly
so many
because you had
things that
so
can
many third
change.
place teams that could have changed everything. Um, uh, what else? I think we had Egypt getting knocked out by Argentina as well. Uh, so yeah, I think we got some things right, honestly. So pat on the shoulder to us.
We got knocked out bottom of the group, minus 11 goal difference.
It was a World Cup to remember and forget for Iraq, but honestly, it was a lot of
It's the
fun.
only World Cup to remember and forget, bro.
Yeah. I mean, all of the stuff off the field, and honestly, maybe even on the field, kind of overshadowed the World Cup. Um, but the football was great. I think you can't deny that, and I think that's probably the biggest takeaway. I don't know how it's going to end up in the next World Cup with all of the host nations. There's like 6 host nations. Um,
It's
yeah.
gonna be in Furjan, I heard one of the games.
Yeah. But I mean, before we get there, we've got the Euros. So let's see if I mean we've already seen. I was gonna say I don't know. Like, this freaking segue is shit the way I'm talking about it. But basically, what I'm trying to say, we've seen the fallout from the World Cup in terms of some of the managers. We've got Klopp in at Germany. We've got Zidane in at France. Italy are still fucking
Well, they got
playing with
Mancini
their
now.
dicks, playing with their dicks. I don't know what they're doing, bro. Um,
They're playing with their
but yeah,
fettuccine.
but there, but there's a lot of huge managers now for national teams. So I don't think I can remember ever there being this amount of high-profile managers.
There should have been Guardiola
Like
as well
could have been
already.
Guardiola at Italy, but like we're gonna have Ancelotti, we're gonna have Klopp and Zidane and Tuchel, and do you think Scaloni stays? I think he will, right?
Yeah, and then he'll get exposed having no Messi, and then he'll get sacked.
I don't. I think he's done
But he'll probably
everything he can to.
he's probably fine. I mean, he's Nico Paz
Yeah.
to usher in.
This could be some lean years for Argentina, honestly. All right, I think that pretty much wraps up our discussion on the World Cup. We had a lot of fun recording these videos over the last few weeks. But club football, it's coming back soon. We're less than a month away. We've got a bunch of stuff to talk about before the season starts: transfers, departures,
That is a transfer, bro.
managers,
You just said transfers twice, basically.
arrivals, departures, transit, connections. Uh, basically, we've got a lot to get through before the season starts. So we hope you guys will join us. We'll probably start doing this again pretty frequently, like once a week. And yeah, make sure to keep an eye out for our videos. And we'll catch you all guys. We'll catch you guys pretty soon. So thanks for joining, and bye bye.